Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood sarcastic diabetic here. I was coming on here to talk about, my channel is obviously about diabetes, which it hasn't been as much as I would like for it to be, but that's because of the cancer and everything I'm going through and gonna go through. I would like to do on Wednesdays like true crime stories. I actually went to school originally to college into criminology, and I wanted to be. And for some reason, I literally had it on my tongue, not a bail bondsman, which I actually thought about that as well, believe it or not. But a parole officer, that's it. I wanted to be a parole officer. And my advisor at the time, who was a man, pulled me aside and told me that he thought it was admirable, that that's what I wanted to do, but that he thought, and he just came out and said it, that the way I looked, that it would be entirely too dangerous because of the way I looked, that I would be in more danger than most because of the way I looked. And I mean, I didn't take offense by it. I realized that it would be very, dangerous for a woman in general to do it. I mean, but then I said, well, I would like, I think I told him to be a bail bondsman. I said, or a prison guard. I knew I didn't want to be a police officer. I don't think I have the temperament for it, and I was right. I was majoring in criminology with a minor in mental health and psychology. Because I wanted to help people, and he said, again, those jobs would be, he goes, even in a female prison, the way you look would cause you undue stress and put you in danger. And I was like, well, I mean, I can, if you're saying I'm too pretty, which thank you, I can ugly down. I mean, I don't have to put on full regalia or anything. He goes, it doesn't matter. He goes, I'm telling you, he goes, and I don't want you to take offense by it. I'm like, I don't. And I didn't. I mean, most people probably went in there, if you're a feminist, you'd have lost your shit, but it didn't. He was being honest. I mean, you can get mad at people being honest, but they're still being honest, and it doesn't stop it from being the truth. And he was correct. The jobs that I was thinking about, because let me tell you, I went into mental health, and nobody told me how dangerous that was going to be. None of my advisors for that said, this is a very dangerous job. You're dealing with literally crazy people who will kill you just because either you stared at them or you didn't stare at them, you see. And I was attacked multiple times on the job. I was attacked when I was pregnant. I got chased by a gang, an entire gang, while I was pregnant. That's not a lie. One of my children, he was about 11 years old, been working with him for a couple of years, and decides that I had picked him up from school. We had, these were regular appointments that he and I would have. And he didn't want to go back to school. And we got out of the car, and I said, you're getting out of the car. I treated him just like I would if he was my child. I realized the difference, was the mental health thing, but still part of the problem with a lot of these children is their parents did not care. They wanted me to fix their child, and their child wasn't broken. You understand what I mean? I mean, yeah, they may have like a lower IQ, but they also were children who need discipline and attention. And that's something that I can't give him all the time. That's your damn job. You're laying up on welfare, not working, but you expect me to quote unquote fix your child when he's not broken. It's you that's broken. You see what I mean? But in the end, we got out and rounded my car, and he proceeds to push me and kick me in my stomach. And I am 7 months, 8 months pregnant almost, and proceeds to kick me and punch me. And I proceed to throw his ass on top of my car. And I didn't hurt him, but I shocked him. And I don't know where I got that. Well, yes, I do, to protect my child. I know where I got that from. But I did. I finally was able to wrestle him, but he continued to kick my stomach and punch it until I literally picked him up and body slammed him on top of my car. And I restrained him by the knees. I was able to grab his knees and get them bunched up like I am right now and restrain them to his body. And it wasn't easy because I was like 7, almost 8 months pregnant, and was able to pin his hands down, but he had a hold of my hair. So that was, but I didn't care. He could have pulled my whole damn hair out, and that didn't bother me at all. I had a sister, okay? Pull my damn hair. It does not matter. And I proceeded to tell him, well, I won't tell you what I told him, but I will tell you, he never, ever disobeyed me again, and he never, ever attacked me again. Ever. Because I made it very clear what would happen if he did. And he, who had a very low IQ, I mean, very low on the spectrum, very, very low, was smart enough to realize that now I saw him as a threat, not to me, but to my child. Do you understand? There's a difference. And it made me so sad. I mean, I was not afraid of him after that. I was very aware that and I knew that he was prone to violence, but he'd never been prone to violence with me. And continued to do my job with him. I continued to love him, and I would tell him that I loved him, and that when I was proud of him. And the problem is that in the system, parents tell their children to act dumb, act stupid, so you can get your crazy check, and that's what they call it, SSI check. And that's a whole separate thing than getting a regular check from, welfare and things like that. So they would tell them. Now, granted, this child did have a low IQ, but it was not as low as they were giving it, when he was being tested. And by law, their rights came before mine. I was technically not able to, supposedly protect myself. They gave us pepper spray that, I don't know if you know this, but on a child who has mental health problems, does not work. It's like somebody who's on crack. It's nothing. I mean, nothing. Their eyes might tear up. It doesn't bother them, doesn't stop them from coming at you, anything like that. But they had more rights than I did. Like when I knew that a person was cheating the system, I could not tell the doctors because it's called the People with Disabilities Act. Do you understand what I'm saying? I couldn't tell on them. This guy doesn't deserve the SSI check. He's coming in here and bullshitting me. You know what I mean? I mean, he's coming in here and he's bullshitting you. And the sad part is that the doctors knew it. They would know when people were bullshitting them. But I think because of where I worked, the more people you had cases, the more money you would get from like um, either the government or, um, whatever, money that's set aside for research and stuff like that, a grant, they would get grants. And I mean, they had me doing things I didn't realize that were illegal to do. And when Medicaid came and told me, I stopped doing them. And then I got in trouble from the company that I worked for because I wasn't doing them. And I said, I don't give a damn. The Medicaid people told me that was illegal. And I told them, well, thank you for letting me know. My employer didn't let me know, and I will never be doing those things again. And I did it. And I also told my employer I'd tell if he tried to fire me. I say he, but if they tried to fire me because of that, I mean, they can come up with some other damn reason to fire me, because I protected myself against a child. They could have fired me for that. They didn't have to. My husband said, "You're quitting that job. You're quitting it. You're quitting it. I want you to stay home." And I was never. I mean, I used to be a pharmacy tech. I was what would you would call a career woman. I wanted to work. I liked making my own money. You know, that kind of thing. But anyway, my point to all this was that um, I love criminology and I love true crime cases. And I would like to at least do once a week a true crime case, kind of like just storytelling, me telling a story, but it is of an actual case and things like that. So you may see that on here. I would really like to do that. So I just thought I would throw that out there, you know. But I hope you guys are having a great day. As you can tell, put on my regalia, my makeup, my hair. Um, so I just wanted to feel better, and I always loved putting. That was my solace time, was to put on my makeup in the morning. So I decided to do that today, and I feel better about it. Now how long I'll be able to wear this makeup, God only knows. But um, you know. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a great day. I hope y'all stay safe. I hope you've laughed today, and I hope you've made other people laugh today. I pray you've been sarcastic. I pray you've had a good attitude. Um, and remember, you know, life's too short to be mad all the time because nobody makes it out alive. Love one another. And as always, be the reason somebody gets drunk today. Talk to you later, guys. BI.